Yeah, I'm Paul, that's paularch.com. Do you own or do you rent your role? Now, this is designed for people who work as an employee, or if you're a governor and you have people working for you. Do your people rent their job or do they own their job? Makes a huge difference. Now, way up until the mid 80s, I lived in a council estate just in South London. I was brought up in a council estate, very nice place, but it was a council estate. And I got quite used to it, really. People generally didn't look after their homes as much as they would because they were renting from the council. And we joked that we had burnt out Cortinas in the front of every garden. If you don't know what a Cortina is, Google it. It's a very popular car. Dogs are running around off their leads. It was a typical South London council estate, which I was brought up in. Then there came along the famous right to buy. Maggie Thatcher, Conservatives, introduced the right to buy, which gave council tenants the right to buy their properties. And hundreds and thousands did during the 80s. They reckon 75% of all tenants bought their house at some point. Now, this changed things dramatically. Once people owned their houses, gentrification occurred. The front gardens were transformed, extensions were built, gardens spruced up, gates were put on there as well. The Cortinas were turfed away. People individualised their property, they decorated it, and it all looked lovely. People were very proud of their properties. And the Conservatives, of course, built upon this image of home ownership and kept in power for 17 years as a result of it. So pretty clever politics, really. And the same way, do you own your job or do you rent it? That's the thing. Renting by its nature is temporary. You're only going to be there for a little while, whereas owning is permanent. And if you're worried about interviewing people, ask them a question. Do you own or rent your job? See if they know the difference. See if they can prove to you that they own the job. You can soon see it in people when they start to do their job. It's all down to attitude as well. It's all about having that attitude of ownership. And if somebody owns their job, they're going to be much more motivated than somebody who doesn't as well. If you're unsure about somebody, challenge them. Tell them the story, challenge them, see what they think about it. And if they don't own their job and they're only renting, then serve them an eviction notice and move them on. Question: do you own or do you rent your job?